Hey guys, if you're catching this, it's probably on the replay. So I'm just waiting for some people to jump on and then we're gonna contour. I don't have anything on my face, obviously. So we're gonna start off with like primer and then we're gonna go on with foundation and that sort of thing, and then we're gonna get to contouring. I'm looking for my primer. Oh, there it is. Hey guys, when y'all come on, tell me hey. I'm just go ahead and get started with primer because primer is important. You put your primer in your T-zone, which your T-zone is this. So it's your forehead, your nose, your cheeks, and your chin. This is a pore filling primer. So I'm just gonna fill in. It's gonna fill in all my pores. I do that. Does anybody else do that? I mix like 2 or 3 words together and make my own. You said give me your dogs. Sorry. They're my babies. You can read my shirt. It says only, what does it say? I only love my dog in my bed. I'm sorry. Truth. Hard facts. Okay. So I got my primer on. Where? Oh, it's right here. Another thing that I've been doing lately, because people's been asking me what I do to get my skin like super flawless and like smooth looking. I don't know what that is on this. Anyways, I take my setting spray before I do like foundation or anything. What do y'all do? Weenie dogs are crazy. So if you've never been around a weenie dog, don't get one. Anyways, I've been taking my setting spray and doing it after my primer and before my foundation, and then I do it again after I do all my powders, and then I take my sponge and go over it, and it like melts everything into each other. Oh, you tagged Kinsey, okay. I don't have my glasses on. Like, I cannot see at all without my glasses. Okay, so now I'm gonna take, that's not the right shade of foundation. I'm going to take the one that matches me, because I must grab the one that was wrong. And I'm going to put it on a brush. This one's the one that's running out too. I don't know where the one that's new is. You can probably hear Daisy drinking all that water. Hey, Ellie. If you guys want to be matched for our foundation, just let me know, because I'm going to do a half and half so you can see the coverage that it has. I haven't put it on my under eye and my eyelid. I'm going to blend it down so that you can see half and half. All the way down my neck. So that's a humongous difference. Like, look at that coverage. Even with that lighting, super bright. I should be able to get away with whatever's left on this brush too. Maybe. If I can take some from over here and like use. But I plan on doing one side contoured and one side not. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Not much. I'm gonna put it right here. Just to blend it. And then I'm gonna do concealer under my eyes. So this is like the base routine that I do before I jump on. I have cystic acne right here. Like, I don't know why it's coming back. I'll put a little bit right there just to fill in that ugliness. Yeah, I'm gonna do one side contoured and one side without, just so you can see that difference. You see a weenie. I don't know which one. Probably both of them. Okay, so that's my foundation on. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I don't really need it, but if I like bend down like this, you can see that darkness. So that foundation shade was called Velour. So your concealer shade needs to be 1 to 2 shades lighter. So for me, that would be Organza. Take just a little bit. I'll put a little bit right here. This is that concealer that covers up tattoos. So, if you need cover up tattoos for work or something, this is Unique Sierra. I sell it. If you need me to shade match you, just let me know, girl. I'm gonna blend it all over my face. Now this is the It Cosmetics brush. I think I left my foundation brush at Mom's. I don't have it, but I like this brush too. Okay, so before I'm gonna do any powders, you can cream contour, but this product is no longer available, but I do have 2 that I bought whenever they were retiring. So if you are a light shade, I can give them to you. Not give them to you, sell them to you, you know what I mean? Anyways, this is the Duet stick. So on this side it has like the light side and this side's the dark side. This is how we're gonna contour like a Kardashian. And I'm gonna explain all this once I do it. And I'm only gonna do it on one side so you can see the difference. Rocky, I wish you'd stop. Was that all the places I would do it? I think so. Okay. So this is gonna make my forehead smaller. This dark that you see, this is gonna make my cheekbones go and get sucked in. This, that's what I forgot to do. This is gonna make my double chin go away. This is gonna make my nose smaller. And then I'm just gonna take Rocky and Toby. Can you stop? Quit. I don't want to hear you. Okay, they're not gonna listen to me. So I usually take my sponge and go in with this, but I'm gonna use the same brush that I just did my foundation with. And you're gonna be really scared thinking, this is so dark. Once you blend it in. And that's to make my lip powder. That's what that is. I forgot I put that in there. I usually leave that because my lip like is so shadowed anyways. I forget about it. As you can see, it's already like lifting, and you blend up. If you blend down, it defeats the purpose. I'm gonna do the side of my nose. I have to do my whole nose for that. Where's my sponge? Bring back some of the lightness on like the bridge of my nose. So that's all flat. That's one shade. This has some dimension in it. You'll be able to tell more whenever I set it and whenever I go on top of it with powders. I'm looking for my powder. Here it is. So this is our translucent powder. I don't have much in here. So I set my whole face with this. I start with like the parts that are lighter, and then I go over the rest. Because I don't want to set that darker part too much. So I'll set it just enough so that the contour dark powders I put on top aren't going to like stick to it. But you can still get the same effects even if you don't cream contour, but I'm going to just show you the difference. And I always powder my neck because I hate the feeling of a sticky foundation neck. I don't know why. Plus I don't want it to rub off on my clothes a lot. So now I look all one shade again, except like there's like a little bit of shadow right here. Blend this down. Now I'm going to take my Anastasia contour kit. We also have a cream contour kit, but it's pretty sure it's retired too. So you can't get it anymore. But I'll check into that. So this shade right here, this is what you're going to contour with. These two are bronzers. This one right here and this one right here. This shadow shade right here is how it's going to help you contour, because it's going to make a shadowed effect. So you're going to go from this little piece of your ear to about right here. Don't go all the way to your lip. It just looks funny. But you're just going to take it and make that shadow. And don't go below it. I'll go like a little bit above it. Like I'm actually on my cheekbone working this out, because I want my cheeks to be as high as they possibly can go, because I have like very round, chunky cheeks. And I'm doing this on the back sides because if I did it right here, it'd make it look kind of dirty, because that's where I'm going to put my blush to make it lift a little bit. So I'm going to take that same shadowed shade. I like to hold my hair and pull back just so I can get a good idea of where I want it to be contoured. Now do you see the difference? That looks really ashy. This looks really, I don't know how to explain it. It just sticks better for some reason. And then I'm going to bring whatever's left over and put it on my forehead. So you're going to make like a 3. And you're going to put it here as well, like where I did that darkness. I'm not going to contour over here so you can see it looks funny. Thank God that they left. They're getting on my nerves. They're wild, man. If you want, you can just do a C, but I do the 3 on this side. But this side, I'm going to just do my forehead and my cheek. And then don't neglect this area right here, because a lot of people will forget and it's just that blank space and it looks kind of funny. So I'm still taking those same shades and blend it into your hairline so there's not like a bronzer helmet and it looks funny. My hair's falling out of this clip. Pull it back. I also love to do that because it like lifts my face and gives me an idea of what I want contoured. I'm gonna do my nose. You can pinch the sides and do it like that. Some people do it like on the tip, but my nose doesn't really need that. And then you can do it up under your lip to make it look bigger. See, that, you think that's my cheek sinking in, but that's that shadow. Same thing with this side. That's not my face. That's that shadow that we did. Whenever I don't have as much product, that's when I bring it to like the fronts of my cheeks. But that's also, like I said, where I mostly put my blush. Now we're going to do highlighter. This is what a lot of people are scared of, but I love highlighter. So I'm going to take, this is the shade Lustrous. It's like a rose gold. I used to take it on a fan brush, but I found these little packing brushes help out a lot. With my nose highlight, I just touch right here on like the little ball, and then I just do like an exclamation mark, so a dot and then a line. My nose looks super slim. I'm gonna put this on the high points of my cheeks. I do this before blush just so it blends better, and I do this before my eyebrows too, just so I can like get it really good on my brow bone. Will you stop? Y'all are about to go outside. Get on my nerves. They're like kids. Make a little C again. Just like that. See, even Duke's tired of you. He's sighing really hard. Same thing on this side. And then after this, I'm going to do blush. Another trick that I've been doing lately is I take that setting spray that I used earlier and I wet this brush. It makes my highlight pop. But whenever I'm done with all powders, that's whenever I do the setting spray again. I do highlight right here. Hey Rachel. To make my lip look powdier. This is your Cupid's bow. You can put it on your chin too, but I don't like to do that because I have like a little bit of texture there, so I usually don't. Now I'm gonna do some blush. This is where I take my fan brush now. So this blush that I'm gonna use is a very neutral tone. It's not bright pink. I don't think that's it. I think it's this one here. Yeah, this one right here. This is the one I want. So this is the shade Seductive. So I take it on my fan brush, and with this, tap off a little bit. And then between that highlight and that contour, where you see that line right there, is where I take this. I start off really slow, and then I go in and I just feather it on. Do not have a heavy hand when you do this because you'll end up looking like a clown. Then when I don't have as much on my brush, is when I bring it forward and like cup it back, just like that. Same thing on this side. I've done this so much that I don't like really even have to look. I start with the back and then I go forward. You can use those big blush brushes. I couldn't talk for a second. But I don't like using those a lot because I get nervous. This is like my full face routine for y'all because I get asked that a lot. That was weird. Somebody just called me. Sorry. I don't know why I did that. So I have that line. And then if you feel like you got powder down too far, you can take your powder brush again and just go back under it like this, just to sharpen that line. I go back right here just to make sure everything's blended. And then now I'm going to take my setting spray again. And I'm going to take a sponge. I think this is the one I've been using. My hair's stuck to my face. And I just do it where I don't want it to be as cakey. And to make sure I don't have any like water. It looks like water droplets, but it's the setting spray. And I do it right here because I have really fine lines and I don't want my foundation to be cakey. Because sometimes I go ham with it. And if it's still like a little wet, like it is, I take that highlighter, whatever was left over, and I just go over it. And you see it makes it just that much more intense. And that's how you contour and highlight. Like a Kardashian. I wasn't going to show you guys all that. I was just going to do contouring, but I got excited. I always go back over it. I don't know why. It like defeats the purpose. But I feel like I might get excited with highlighter or something. I feel like my skin just looks so smooth and it looks like skin. It doesn't look powdery, doesn't look cakey, doesn't feel heavy. That's what I like about that foundation. It's like, it's a drop technology. I don't know if you can see it in there, but like, look, it's literally like water. That's why I love it so much. Alrighty, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for learning how to contour. So if you have any questions or tips, if you think I didn't do it justice, just let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.